on pace to break the scoring record by 400 points. It's incredible what the sophomore has put together to start the year. But what's still on the table after an historic first half of the year is a historic collapse. We say 7 wins clinches a playoff spot, but right now this team is sitting at 6. Will the former rookie finally start hearing the outside noise and let the pressure get the most of him? We'll see. After 4 years, it appears the Eye of the Jew has finally released the Wegner franchise from its stare. And what an emotional roller coaster to lead to that release. It looked like yet again the commissioner is going to find a way to extend its dominating record. But as most fans had already head for the exits, a prayer was answered as Nicholas Kao, god of the computer nerds, slowly descended from the rafters and blessed Wegner with a win. Sitting atop the West Division, this group has strolled to an extremely quiet yet equally as successful first half. Maybe the reason the media doesn't cover this team quite as much as past division leaders is because we still aren't quite sure why they're winning. Beyond the running backs, there isn't much here. We rarely see a strategy of 2 tight ends in the starting lineup lead to success. But maybe it's just time we stop doubting this crew. What a way to respond after an abysmal 80-point Week 5, leading the league in scoring in Week 6. With Captain Kareem slowly turning back into his 2017 self, this team has great talent all across the board. There's a lot to look forward to for this fan base. The victim of Verde's 155-point week, this team would have won and been the highest scorer on almost any other week. But as we all know, there are no moral victories in fantasy. And now to make it worse, this team could have a massive problem at the RB2 spot. With the Oakland coaching staff very worried about Marshawn's health and Dalvin Cook hurting the value of Latavius, Plymouth might have to go deep-sea diving to the depths of the RB waiver wire to find any startable talent. It's been 72 hours now since the house that Tara Lowe built was destroyed by a fan base that was so enraged by the conservative play calling of the coaching staff that it decided its best recourse was to burn the stadium down and force the ownership to spend all the ticket money that the fans felt was stolen from them for the past decade of coaching debacles. Talk about trying not to lose a game. I don't know. This seems kind of boring to talk about right now, honestly. Still waiting on Fournette to really know what we have with this team. I wanted to make it clear that these 3 teams were in a tier far above the last 2 teams on this list. And really right now, there isn't much separating these 3. Lieber has beaten both of them, but the commissioner came within inches of being 4-2 after suffering the first stat correction loss in league history. And Singer's intangibles that have led to him having an outstanding success in the past 2 years were on full display this past week, showing an incredible amount of awareness, understanding the importance of this week over the future, and knowing how massive of a difference 3-3 versus 2-4 is. These 3 teams are in the bottom half, but they're much closer to the top 6 than they are to the bottom 2. We really didn't learn much as Wilson was finally in a place where he felt comfortable. Even though they were on the road, the head coach even said 0-5 feels like home, and they proved it. But just cashing in the 4-game winning streak like last year is not something I'm willing to do.